Alright, bet. So, I guess this is gonna be like a POV drive. We're gonna see how it looks. Honestly, not sure how it's gonna turn out, but we're gonna see. We're gonna go. So we're in an M3 competition. Had it for about 2 weeks, but definitely a fire car. Like, there's a lot of people that kind of hate on the whole Beamer like scene. Definitely the best car overall I've driven around, and obviously there's a ton of room in here too, but put her in sport and we're just gonna go sightseeing, to be honest. But yeah, so not really sure what we're gonna talk about this video. Probably just be a lot of nothing, but I mean, so for y'all that don't know me, my name's Cam. I've been doing Amazon FBA for the past 2 years. Just recently bought this car. It's been my dream car for a brick now. And yeah, so it's a 2022 M3 competition. We have the carbon bucket seats and everything. It's fully spec'd out, but I'm just going to rip it. We got an exhaust on the way as well, but I guess kind of the topic for this video is just gonna be like entrepreneur as a whole. So I've been in the entrepreneur scene for like past 5 years. I've been doing literally everything from reselling sneakers, cleaning sneakers, pressure washing, washing clothes, literally anything you can probably think of or you've tried yourself. If you are an entrepreneur, I've probably done and tried. Like, I ran a clothing brand as well. Done literally everything, but stuck with Amazon, did it for like 6 months, made decent money, and then really fully locked in. And then it was my last month of college before I dropped out. I had like a 20K profit month, and that kind of really just opened my eyes what's actually possible with like online business, online everything. So from there, just kept on scaling it, doubled down on what was working, and yeah, so just had my best month in December profit-wise. Amazon alone brought me over $47,000 in net profit. I also run a couple other e-com stores as well, like I sell on Walmart and stuff like that, so that also brought in another good chunk of change. But it wasn't always like that. Like, I feel like a lot of people that come in the entrepreneurship scene kind of think it's a get-rich-quick kind of thing, which obviously you can make a lot of money from it, but I would definitely say it's kind of not a get-rich-quick scheme. Like, if you come with a get-rich-quick scheme mindset, then more than likely it's probably not going to work out for you, because you're just kind of looking for that instant gratification of making money, seeing it's possible, which you should be seeing money a little bit, but you shouldn't be seeing life-changing money your first couple months, which hopefully you do. But that's not really how entrepreneurship works. It's kind of just a long game. Who can work the hardest, show up every single day. And I think that's kind of what helped me build this business to such big numbers kind of so quickly. I'm doing around 200K a month right now. And yeah, so obviously, just to kind of give y'all where I started at with this whole business. I started like literally almost 2 years ago today exactly. And so I started with $2,000 in a dream, just saved up a bunch of money from like other e-com routes, and the radar detector's tweaking. Don't mind the radar detector being upside down. I gotta order a mount, but it's the only way it'll work with this stand. But yeah, so I started this with $2,000, and all right, my radar detector is actually tweaking. But yeah, I started with $2,000, nothing but a dream, really. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect with Amazon. It was really my first like actual e-com business, if you want to call it that, and made like 2K my very first month, which definitely isn't normal to make like 100% of your money in the first month. But I kind of started at a great time. I started like just mid-summer, so I was selling a lot of like summer items. I was selling like swimming pools, I sold coffee machines. So I flipped 2K into 2K, and then kind of just ran it from there. This radar detector is gonna make me geek out. But yeah, started with about, so what's going on, everyone? This video is gonna be pretty much a POV drive. I'm just gonna kind of talk about life and everything along those lines. I'm in an M3 competition, like pretty much, or I think it is fully spec'd out, honestly. I have the carbon bucket seats, pretty much everything you can ask for in an M3. It has all of it. So we're just gonna be going on a cruise, talking about my whole entrepreneurship journey. But yeah, so I've been an entrepreneur for like the past 5 years now, and really did not make really crazy money my first 3 years. Like the first 3 years was definitely a learning curve. Like I started off with washing cars, detailing, literally anything you could probably think of, I have at least tried in some sort of shape or form. But yeah, so ran a pressure washing business, made it probably like 3 or 4K from that in like a couple months during summer, during like peak season. Didn't really love it. I liked like the business aspects and like working for myself and everything, but definitely didn't enjoy what I did. Like I wasn't looking forward to work or anything. I resold sneakers, made decent money with sneakers. And then as well, I was also doing like detailing cars and stuff. Didn't make any money at all from that. I spent like a couple $100, which doesn't sound like a lot, but like as a 15-year-old, like a couple $100 is my whole bank account. So ran that up and didn't make any money with that. And then I kind of stumbled upon Amazon. I had a friend in high school that was doing Amazon, and he kind of just told me what he was doing and how it works. And I was like, all right, well, this sounds kind of interesting. And so I just tried it. Luckily, my first month was actually very good. I had about $2,000 in my bank account. So I started with 2K, and then that first month I was selling like pools and like literally just like a bunch of weird stuff, to be honest, like pools, coffee machines, literally everything you can think of. I was selling those, and that went well. I was averaging like 100% ROI, which is 100% return on investment. So for every dollar I was spending, I was making $1. Spent 2K and I made 2K. So that's when I was like, oh snap, this actually like can make money, which 2K by no means is like life-changing money, but like to like me that was 17 and like was working for 15 an hour, like 11 after taxes and everything, like 2K a month for working like 20 hours or probably like 40 hours the whole month kind of felt surreal to me. So that kind of opened up my mind to like the whole entrepreneurship side of things. And then from there, I pretty much just kept on going. I had the proof of concept. I knew it was actually like possible to make good money with it. Like I was seeing other people. I'm sure if you're an entrepreneur, probably on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, seeing like all these young kids like having cool stuff and like just having that cool lifestyle that kind of everybody that does entrepreneurship kind of wants. That's definitely one thing for me, is like the lifestyle of just having money, like the freedom of doing whatever and just not having a boss is definitely just fire. But yeah, so did that, stacked that up, and then just kept on running that. I was making like 3 to 5K a month for like the next 4 or 5 months. And then I had my first like Q4 hit. There was this product we were buying from Home Depot. And for anyone that doesn't know about Amazon or anything, what we're doing is like buying brand name products and then just reselling them for a profit. So it's literally the most simple business you can kind of think of, but it works. So I was buying these tools for like $24 and they were selling for like $65. And so I was making like $19 per unit. And I was like, I bought pallets of them. I probably sold over like 1,000 units. And from this product alone in 1 month, I was able to generate like 19K in profit. So that's whenever I kind of went all in. I was like, holy moly, this was just one item and I'm in school. Imagine if I didn't have the whole school aspect as well. If I had more capital to spend more money on these products, like I could make a ton of money, like 19K in a month while in college. Like that actually changed my whole kind of perspective on money for sure. Just like I went home, like I did the computer work. I ordered all of these while I was in my biology class. I remember this clearly. Like I was in my biology class. You can only buy 5 units at a time. So I was just spamming orders, praying my order wouldn't get canceled, and all of them shipped. I had to drive home because my parents were like, yo, why is there 1,000 boxes in front of our house from Home Depot? I was like, oh yeah, just kind of blew that red light, but we're good. But yeah, so I saw that, and then I drove home, literally loaded like these onto a pallet. This is my first time ever shipping a pallet to Amazon. Loaded all of these on a pallet and kind of just took it from there, prepped them, sent them. And I had to go back to college. I had class. My parents were like, you're not missing class for this, whatever. So I was like, all right, whatever. We had a tractor. We loaded the pallet onto like an 18-wheeler. Mind you, I live in a neighborhood. Like, I live in a neighborhood. There's a federal right there. Is he not running radar? Oh wait, no, that's a guy at his crib. Never mind. But yeah, so we were running that up, and then I had a family friend load the thing with the tractor. So got those shipped out, worked for like 8 hours straight that day, and then like went back to school, and like a week later everything checked in. I was making like $600 every single day while in school. Like I felt like I was the guy, bro. Like that's whenever kind of everything just changed. And I was like, I can't work a normal job. Like I can't be capped to whatever, 15, 20 an hour. Like I know there's so many ways now to like actually make money without trading my time for money. Mind you, I'm still doing like the whole college experience and everything. Like I wasn't going out as much as everybody else, but like I was still having fun. Like I was still doing everything that like a normal D-Gen college kid would do. I was just making a ton of money at the time, or what I thought was a ton of money. So was doing that as well. And then that's just kind of what flipped the switch, like the entrepreneurship. Like I was like, this is really possible. After I had that month, like made 19K after everything, all expenses, everything, I was like, yeah, this is it. I dropped out of college. I remember I literally just left the gym or something, I think, and I was eating at a restaurant over here, and I called the school, and I was just thinking about it like the whole time I was eating. I was like, bro, I can't go back. Like Christmas break is almost over. Like I'm better than this. I know I want something different than what everyone else really wants. So I made the phone call, didn't tell my parents yet. Like they knew I was probably not going back to school, but I just made the phone call to the school. It was like, yeah, this is it. I'm not coming back. I withdraw from the university. I think if I can find the clip, I'll add the clip to the video. But did that, dropped out, and pretty much from there, just doubled down on what was working, focused on my Amazon business, focused on a couple other businesses as well. And I was making a lot more money than what I was used to in college as well. I didn't have like all the distractions, and like I was just at home. I was able just to work full time, because whenever I went to a college in the mountains called Appalachian, and like it was snowing every day. I was a freshman. I couldn't have my car there. I'd have to take the bus to the post office. Like I was on the bus probably 3 hours a day just trying to get to my storage unit that was where I was shipping out my products and everything. So that's kind of what really like made me want to go a different route as well. But yeah, if any of y'all watch here do Amazon in college, bro, get a prep center. If I had got a prep center, my life would literally probably be a lot different, and I would not have been anywhere stressed out. But got all that, and then just kind of ran with it. So now what I'm doing today, like I think before all this, I probably did like 400, 500K total sales, like revenue wise. No, it was probably less than that. It was probably like 200, 300. Now I've done well over, I think 1.6 million last time I checked. Might be at 1.7. It's around the 1.5 to 1.8 mark. But yeah, so literally 5-6x my business in the past year. So it's still surreal, but yeah. But now we're just pretty much driving in circles. We'll probably go hit the back roads here in a second. Just gonna go through the city, but yeah. So that's kind of how my journey started, and I think mindset's kind of just a huge thing whenever it comes to like starting a business, and like just being able to like say no to those night outs with friends. Like, you know, you have work to do, just like you got to be able to say no. You got to be able to like lock in, actually get work done. If you say you're going to do it, then you actually got to do it. Like there's no other option. And so that's pretty much what I did for like the whole 6 months I was home. Like the first like half a year, I was like, bro, like I have bills, I have a warehouse to pay for, like I can't slack off. I have employees, I have families that count on me to make their ends meet, as well as I have to make my own ends meet, and I have goals that I have to achieve as well. So that really helped me like shift my mindset, just like I'm not only doing this for myself, like there's greater purposes above me that I'm also doing this for too. So like, as well as I enjoy working, like I enjoy having something to build and work on, and like just keep on making better. Obviously I came from like being an athlete. Like I was a full-time athlete. I've played soccer all my life since I was 3 years old. Was all region, all everything. Like I was pretty decent at soccer. I knew what I was doing. And so just like having that, I broke my ankle freshman year and kind of didn't have the same passion for soccer. And I knew like I wasn't good enough to go pro. Like I could have played college for sure, but I didn't really see the point of doing that, like doing 4 years of the college just to not go anywhere with it. Like I wanted to build business. I wanted that cool lifestyle, the cool cars that I've always reposted and like looked up to and like always just wanted. So I knew soccer wasn't my route to get there for sure. And so that's kind of what made me decide to just go all in on a business as well. And I think the whole like being an athlete mindset as well, like just having something like every day I was looking forward to playing soccer. All of my time, effort was going to the gym to be better at soccer, going to 2 practices a day. Like literally I would go to school, and then for the next 4.5 to 5 hours, it was all soccer related. I'd have 2 soccer practices back to back, as well as I was going to the gym like either before school or after practice. Like I was doing like 3 workouts a day. So having all that time after soccer kind of stripped away from me was just kind of like, I got to figure something out or I'm going to go crazy. Like, what am I going to do for this whole time that is pretty much just, I have nothing to do. So kind of just took that, ran with that as well. But I wish we had a cooler view. The city sucks. But yeah. And so ran with that. But yeah, we just ordered a Valvetronic exhaust for the G82. So it sounds a little quiet. It's because it is, unfortunately. I'm ready for the exhaust to be back. Radar's tripping. Let's see if there's an actual cop or if it's just tripping to trip. My radar detector's upside down, so I can't even tell which direction it's pointing at. I want to see if this thing actually works, though. I haven't even got to test my radar detector yet. But yeah, so Valvetronic exhaust on the way. If y'all have any ideas on what I should do to the car, drop them down below as well. I'm thinking I'm going to pretty much do like the whole full CSL body kit pretty much. Or not body kit, but like the grill, splitter, tail lights. Literally everything along those lines I'll probably get done as well. I want to get a downpipe and tune eventually. I'm getting the exhaust first. I paid for extra warranty on the car, so that's the only thing that's stopping me from going ahead and getting the downpipe and tune. But if I can find a way to finesse the system and get those without voiding the tune, then I'll get those tomorrow. So if y'all know a guy or know how I can get it, both of those without voiding the warranty, drop that in the comments as well, because that would be much needed. But yeah, so after college, after I went back home, got a 5,000 square foot warehouse, kind of bit off more than I could chew, but I'm thankful for it. It gave me somewhere to like get outside the house and work. Like I'm not someone that can just sit in my room and get a whole lot of work done. Like there's too many distractions. Like just can't lock in that hard for some reason whenever I'm at home and I have my bed next to me, my TV, like my family around me, like making noise. It's hard to like actually get what I need to get done. So it was definitely nice getting the warehouse and having like an office space to like go to and just kind of lock in at. But for anyone that does do Amazon, I would recommend getting a warehouse, or either if you go the prep center route, do that as well. But get a warehouse once you're like doing 5x, like the rents, you're making 5x whatever your rent is. Like a warehouse is definitely gonna help you scale and build systems and stuff like that. Yeah, I actually haven't hit that many red lights, knock on carbon fiber, but yeah. And if y'all have more ideas or topics y'all want to kind of go over in these POVs, I'm just kind of doing this as a side quest. Got the car and I like driving it, so maybe I'll make another channel just for POVs, just so I don't have like 2 different kind of content styles. But I don't know, maybe we'll do both. We'll see. Drop a comment on what y'all think. But yeah, we got to get somewhere off this main road though. These main roads are no fun. But yeah, the M3, it's fast. It handles insane. I'm coming from a Mustang GT. Before I had this, the Mustang was sick. It was fast enough for everything, but like this is a whole different beast. The only thing I do miss is the manual. I had a 6-speed Mustang GT, and obviously this is an automatic. KA band. All right. We're gonna go over here and see if it actually worked. Oh, it did work. That was a federal. Okay, so I guess it does work. That's fire. That was the first time my radar detectors actually went off, so that's nice to know that it does actually work. There it goes tweaking again. I think those were just buildings though. But yeah, so missed the 6-speed, but this is definitely an upgrade in literally every single aspect. Like the handling on these things are insane. Just the way you can hit like curves and corners and everything and like still be like full throttle is ridiculous. You just feel like you're on rails with this car pretty much, which is definitely not the same feeling or vibe you would get from a Mustang for sure. And this is obviously a lot faster, and it does not fishtail anywhere as much. And the interior is nuts. I don't know if y'all can see all the carbon and everything, but it's like full carbon everywhere, carbon bucket seats, everything. So the interior alone makes it. And the sound system here is pretty fire too, for stock. But yeah, so if you're thinking about buying that car, get the car, bro. Get the car. I've already made so much more money since I got this car too. It's ridiculous. Just like being able to go to the warehouse, get work done, and like having this parked outside is just so surreal to me. Especially being 19, bro. Like, this is literally a dream come true. Like, there's a lot of grown men that dream of this car, and I'm just been so lucky to be able to actually kind of make it work and be able to get my dream car as a lot of others' dream cars so young as well. Obviously, I could have spent the money a million different ways. That would have been smarter, but you can only get your dream car in 19 once, so. But yeah. Alright, so for the people that do Amazon, this same question is going to be kind of for you. It's how I actually scaled my Amazon business. Obviously, I started with 2K, so 2K is not a whole lot of money compared to doing 200K months. If you have 2K, you're not going to be doing 200K months. So the main thing that you need to do big numbers is going to be capital, which obviously I did not have. Like, my first 100K month, I did not have 100K liquid to spend on products. Probably had like 30K, let's just say 20K liquid even. I was leveraging credit cards, and credit cards are pretty much where the bank gives you money for like 30 days, 60 days. Just depends on how the card works. There's some where it's no interest for a year. So they basically give you all the money for a year, then you just pay it off at the end with no interest at all. As well, whenever you're leveraging credit cards, you're actually getting cash back as well. So if I spend 100 grand, I can't talk, and I'm getting 3% cash back, you can do the math. I get an extra $3,000 back to my name for just spending the money on already profitable products. But instead of actually just spending the money or getting the money and paying myself, I just spend it on travel. I like to travel a lot and go to cool places. So I just get free plane tickets, book hotels, like all of that stuff just from credit alone. But credit cards are kind of the main thing that's actually going to help your Amazon business like actually scale. I also took an Amazon loan, which helped me scale. And like literally the most important thing, especially for the guys that are doing online arbitrage, you have to learn how to source like insanely well. And then you need to get a virtual assistant and train them to be just as good as you. And then once you have one that's just as good as you, you can build like an army, bro. Like, you can have one manager employee that manages 4 other VAs, and you're paying all of them, let's just say $3 an hour for the employees, $4 an hour for the manager. But these employees, like every single day, if I go on my spreadsheet, my employee should be giving me around $500 to $1,000 in potential profit of products that I can buy to flip on Amazon for a profit. So virtual assistants are huge. And then as well, later on, starting to outsource prep has definitely helped me as well. Obviously, packing boxes and putting labels isn't a super high ROI task. Like, anybody can do that. So I started paying people to actually come in the warehouse, put all the stickers, pack the orders, everything along those lines. So I can spend my time either finding more products, buying more products, or looking for suppliers, finding suppliers, or something along those lines. So I can kind of actually be able to work my time on something more important that's going to make me a lot more money. But those are kind of the main 2 things I would really look into if you're looking to scale. So credit cards, credit cards are your best bet with no interest, but I also got an Amazon loan because I really needed like actual cash for wholesale. So that also helped me a lot. Obviously there's interest and stuff with that, but I made enough money with that year that I had the loan that like it made no sense not to take it. So credit, loans, virtual assistants, employees, and outsourcing prep are going to be kind of the main things that you're going to need to actually be able to scale your Amazon business. Yeah. This light turns green, we're actually going to just keep going straight. Hit the sheets and show the car off. We made it. But yeah, so it's what my main things would be for Amazon. This city is so boring, bro. There's nothing spiffy about looking at it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. This thing is so bad on gas, it's insane. In M1 mode. In sports mode, it's terrible on gas. It just dumps fuel, but in economy mode, it's pretty decent. But obviously, what's the fun of getting a M3 for economy mode? So She normally stays in M1. But let's go hit this sheets over here, show off the car. I'm so ready to get this exhaust though. Exhaust is gonna be nuts. But yeah, like I said, give me ideas to do to the car. I'm trying to decide if I want to put starlights in the car or not, but I haven't fully decided yet, to be honest. All right, we're gonna end the clip until we get to the gas station. Ugh. I don't even know where we're at, to be honest. We're just kind of cruising around, seeing what is over here. But yeah, this car handles so insane, it's ridiculous. Obviously I'm not going fast right now, but still, just the way it steers is ridiculous. I need to get all this shit out of my car though. I can hear everything sliding. Skinny roads right here. Where does this take us? Okay. I think these tires pick up about every single thing in the world you can think of. They pick up for sure. I have PTSD driving on back roads though. I smoked a deer like 3 weeks ago. It's tragic. Let's see where we're at. Oh, okay, I think I know where we're at. Oh, wow. Hello. Hit the sheets and we will call it a video. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, drop comments on what I should talk about in the next video, or if I should keep all of these videos on the same page as my other one. Hopefully my camera is pointed decently where I can see what I can see, but if not, we'll run it back in the next video and figure out how I can make it better. But any like constructive criticism, drop it down below for sure. Obviously my first time doing anything like this, so brand new to me too. I wish copyright wasn't a thing. I would be jamming some music. There was a cop whenever I was at the sheets earlier, so hopefully brother's not there. Nah, he slipped. Fire. Alright, made it to the sheets. Show y'all the whip. Alright, so here's the whip, M3 comp. Pretty much spec'd out. But we got the bucket seats, we got pretty much everything you can ask for M3. We got all of this. The upside down radar detector really makes it. At least we know the radar detector works now. But unlock the whip. Got the bomb back here. Got the seats. But yeah, that is pretty much a M3 comp for you. That's what my POV is every time I need to go anywhere. So if this video inspired you, if it kept you entertained, I hope it did. And if I should drop more videos kind of like this style, let me know as well. But yeah, it's pretty much everything that I have to yap about for now. We might hit back roads, so if we hit any back roads on the way home, I'll turn the camera back on. But if not, Peace. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to learn what I do, go to my YouTube. I have plenty of videos explaining exactly what I do to kind of afford a car like this at such a young age. But by any other means, if you have any questions, drop them down in the YouTube comments below. But peace. All right, we're trying a different kind of view. This is gonna be on the roads, in the roads today. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna just go back to the Cribski. But yeah, so let's probably go before the intro or the outro. But we did find out on this ride that my radar detector does work. Mark II cops, so that is a plus. But that is always nice to know. But here we go. Play. Hey, but nah, we're gonna hit this POV more. I think this POV's a lot better. It's not really a POV, but, and if y'all can't tell, this is my upside down radar detector, but it's been putting the work in. I just don't know what direction they're coming from because it's upside down. But yeah, so if you're in the passenger seat, this is what you would see. But yeah, it really is crazy how like much your life can actually change if you just put in the work, do what you don't want to do, and you're probably gonna get the results that you do want. You just have to do what you don't want to do. Like, and what I mean by that, like obviously the most fun thing for me is not sitting behind a computer 6 hours a day looking for products, figuring out how I can make my team better, how I can reach out to brands, how I can help brands scale their Amazon. That isn't necessarily fun to me. Like, I enjoy doing it, but obviously there's other things I'd rather do, like go drive my car all day, or go hang out with my friends, play the video game, play like literally anything. There's a lot of other things that I would probably rather do, but the outcomes that I get from doing this outweigh any of those outcomes of any other thing I would want to do. So like genuinely, as much as I say this, 6 months is really all you need to do to like literally change your whole life forever. Like obviously in that 6 months you might not make a whole lot of money to change your life, but like your mindset and everything else is going to change. And if all of that changes, then the money's going to follow eventually. Could take another 2 years, could take 5 years, could take 10 years. But if you have the right mindset and you have the right drive to actually get like shit done, then the money's going to follow. Bless me. But like I always say, you have to focus on the inputs and then don't focus on the outputs. A lot of people focus on the outputs of making 10K a month. They don't think of all the inputs they can put in to actually make that 10K a month. And whenever I realized like the inputs is literally a direct correlation of how much money I'm gonna make, like my income 5x'd. Like whenever let's just say I was making 4K a month, I realized like, okay, there's, not only did I not have all the knowledge I have now, but I was also just trying to figure out like, bro, I gotta make 10K, I gotta make 10K. I wasn't like, for what I do, I wasn't sourcing as much as I should. I wasn't getting with calls with my employees as much as I should. Make sure they're doing everything the most efficient and correct way, thinking they know all the best strategies when they probably don't, etc. So whenever I learned all these, and obviously I paid for a lot of knowledge as well, I started reinvesting into myself to get the knowledge to help build my business and kind of learn all these mindset things as well as actual tips and tricks in my business. Like obviously I bought the mentorships and everything else for my business, but I also learned a lot from like kind of their mindsets on like how life works, how business works, how literally everything works, how people work. Like, and I think that really changed kind of everything for me. Around this little sharp turn. It just hugs, bro. It just hugs. It's actually ridiculous. By the way, I'm not pushing the car that much. It's late at night, like there goes, I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera, there was some kind of animal right there. This is where I have PTSD from hitting that deer. Smoked a deer on the ride home from the gym whenever it was dark just like this, and the last thing I want to do is total my G80. So we're not going to push it too far in these spots just because deer do hang out here. I'm ready for summer though. Whenever summer's out here, windows down, blaring music and everything, that is going to be fun. And no deer. It's going to be a good time. sounds good. I don't know if y'all can hear it as much being on the camera. It sounds good, but once it's a little bit louder and has a little bit more pop and crackle to it, it's gonna be insane. That's probably gonna be like probably my favorite mod out of everything. Another turn. It's like, bro, could easily hit that turn like another 40 miles an hour in speed. And like, not only does it corner well, you just feel so safe. Like with the Mustang, if I went around that corner, like my suspension would be like clapped on one side. With this, like you just feel like you're going straight. Like, and the buckets really do help. They make quite a difference going into these corners as well. You're pretty hugged pretty tight. And I don't even have it on the tightest setting. With the buckets, you're able to like actually make it hug you even more. I just have a little firm hug, not a Duke Dennis hug. But yeah, we're about at the crib. So, like I said before, anything that would be better, if y'all rather POVs kind of from this angle as well, let me know. I don't know how much y'all can really see. It's kind of hard for me to be able to drive and see the camera. But either way, maybe I'll get another DJI and we'll have this, like they're filming this way as well as filming me too, yapping. I don't know. Shoot me ideas. Yeah, pretty much to the home. We'll do one last pull before we go. And we'll call it a night. It's about 12 o'clock where I'm at, so got a couple more work for business I gotta do. And then we'll probably call it a night, go to bed, wake up and do the same thing tomorrow. That's another thing. You gotta get like, I don't really have a set schedule. You just gotta like know what you have to do and get it done. But like, I would love to go to sleep right now, but I know there was work that I procrastinated earlier that has to get done. And it's tax time. I gotta do all my tax work with 3, 2, 1. Bro, that's ridiculous. Quarter of a tank gone from our 30-minute drive, but I would say it was worth it. And if you bought the car to complain about gas, then this car is probably not for you. As well as you can always just make more money. Just gotta have a make more money mindset. I'm spending too much money on gas, just make more money. But yeah, we are back in the neighborhood, so we'll play the outro now.